Gentleman from Arizona, Mr. Gallego.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Secretary Austin, for joining us today. Secretary Austin, I would like to thank you for your service and steadfast leadership, especially at this challenging time, and to express my wishes for you to have a full and speedy recovery. I recognize the deeply personal nature of your situation, and I'm also thankful for the committee for arranging this hearing. Mr. Secretary, I was deeply troubled when I learned the news that President Biden was not informed of your absence, let alone your hospitalization, multiple days after entering intensive care. While authorities surrounding the notification process for the Deputy Secretary of Defense to carry out new functions and duties is vague, it's clear that the chain of command is not. When I was an enlisted member of the Marine Corps, a corporal, I had to notify my superior if I could not report for duty. Just like there is accountability for the enlisted, I want to ensure that we are all held to the same standards, including at the highest level. So you can understand why the situation is very concerning to me and why I believe strongly that Congress should conduct robust oversight. In fact, as ranking member of the Intel Special Operations Subcommittee, I understand the significant challenges that we face around the world and the reality that anything can happen at a moment's notice. We, in our senior department leadership, must always be prepared. It is clear to me that there was a breakdown in the department, and I appreciate the swift action that you took to conduct a 30-day review to examine the situation. I still believe that there are a number of important questions to ask and lessons to learn from this experience. Secretary Austin, your department just concluded a 30-day review to establish the facts and to inform process improvements. What are your primary lessons learned from this experience, and what steps are you taking to ensure that this breakdown in the chain of command never happens again?
Well, the key lessons were, first of all, as I've said, the transfer of authorities, I think we did what was done as it's supposed to be done and very quickly. What was not done right was the notification of key leaders. And so the lesson learned is that everyone in the environment and the process needs to have a clear understanding of steps to follow for notification when things happen. And so the processes that we put in place ensure that that understanding is there, and that when something happens, that notification takes place in a very timely fashion.
And just to follow up, Secretary Austin, in terms of the transferring your position's authority, do you believe that there's room to grow in that area, just to make sure it's smoother and less opaque?
You know, I believe that there are things that we can do to make sure that the reason for the transfer of authority is crystal clear to everyone, and the steps that we've taken, the things that we put into place, ensure that there's written notification of why that transfer authority is taking place.
Thank you. Now yield back.